Hello, astrology learners. Thank you for joining Lisa Astro Channel. Today is going to be a very exciting discussion. I will be covering one of the most widely discussed topics within Vedic astrology, and that is money and wealth indicators within the Vedic birth chart. I will be going over where in the chart to see money and wealth. The first concept to understand is when evaluating a birth chart, you need to identify the two important money houses, which is second and 11th house. The second house signifies all our material goods, wealth, and possessions. It is a house of your security. Areas influenced by the second house are finance, material goods, precious stones, and the ability to earn a fortune. It is called the house of money, or the Dhana Bhava. The second house controls the financial situation and riches of a person. This house doesn't merely control the wealth in the direct form of liquid cash currency, but also the things like jewelry, precious stones, and gold. Even things like savings, planning your budget, and your method of managing debt management are influenced by the second house. On the other hand, the 11th house is the house of great gains, the Labha house, or the Labhasthan. The 11th house strongly indicates income and gains. It also stands for income, prosperity, sudden gains, profits, and abundance. The 11th house also shows if your aspirations and desires will get fulfilled. This house is the earnings from the 10th house of career. The 11th house is classified as an upachaya house and grows better with time, so keep that in mind. 11th house is the money you earn from your work, and the second house signifies your savings. When there is a connection within the two money houses, it can indicate strong opportunity for wealth and finance. It shows at some point in your life you have the potential to be wealthy. You have a very good chance of generating a lot of money. Your social and professional ties and networks are important to you. This is called a Raj Yoga. The planets that indicate wealth in Vedic astrology are Venus, Jupiter, and Moon. These natural benefics produce luck, wealth, luxury, and comforts. Venus, according to Joni, Patry, is the planet of billionaires. A strong Jupiter gives lifelong prosperity and financial stability. Jupiter represents abundance and good fortune and is associated with growth, expansion, and opportunities. Moon is also responsible for wealth and prosperity. As the fast-moving planet, it is associated with emotions and instincts. The moon's phase can affect financial matters and play a significant role in determining a person's level of wealth. During a full moon, aspecting a money house, you can have abundance and prosperity. During a new moon, aspecting a money house, it is a time to set intentions and manifest for new opportunities. The expanded money houses are 2, 5, 8, 9, and 11. The second house is savings and bank balance. Fifth house is stocks and trading. Eighth house is inheritance and money that comes unexpectedly from other people, like winning the lottery or through spouse. It is money that comes through others, not your own earnings. Ninth house is the house of fortune and luck, your Bhagyasthan. 11th house of great gains. large sums of money that come in all at once. The house of profit. Lord of the second house should be well placed in the horoscope. Any negative influences could alter these scenarios. There are many combinations and yogas considered to determine how wealthy a person can be. There are many combinations for a dana yoga to occur. This is a huge money yoga. In a chart, a few combinations are when the Lord of the first house or ascendant and the Lord of the second house sit together or are associated with the Lord of the fifth, ninth, or 12th house. Another combination is when the Lord of the second house is associated with the Lord of the fifth, ninth, or 11th house. Lakshmi Yoga, as the name suggests, is one of the most auspicious yogas among the Raja Yogas. The person gets the blessing of wealth, favorable fortune, and overall prosperity. When ninth house Lord is in an exalted state, quadrant house, which is 1, 4, 7, and 10, in own sign, and is associated with the ascendant Lord, it forms a Lakshmi Yoga. Strength of houses need to be evaluated along with planetary conjunctions and aspects to get the full picture. Let me display some examples to show you how the two money houses can connect. Let's look at Bill Gates' Vedic birth chart. We see Bill Gates has his second house in Cancer, ruled by Moon. His 11th house is in Aries, ruled by Mars. So you may notice there are no planets in the two money houses, 2 and 11, and think that that means no connections. But when there are no planets, you have to check the Lord of the signs. Is there a connection in his chart between Moon and Mars? We can see that Moon sits in his 4th house, and we see Mars sits in the 10th house. This placement shows a mutual 180 direct 7th aspect with the Moon and Mars. So there is a strong connection between the two money houses in his chart. There is also a connection of the 5th and 9th house. The Lord of the 5th, Venus, and the Lord of the 9th, Saturn, sit together in the 5th house. Connection of two wealth-giving houses, both Lakshmi Stan houses. That's very powerful. Moving on, let's look at Warren Buffett's birth chart. His second house is in Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter. His 11th house is in Virgo, ruled by Mercury. Mercury is sitting in its own sign along Venus, the planet of wealth. The 8th house is Gemini, ruled by Mercury and Jupiter, and Mars sits in the 8th house, forming a connection between the two money houses, with Jupiter sitting in a house ruled by Mercury. Let's look at another example. Let's look at Elon Musk's birth chart. His second house is in Cancer, ruled by Moon. His 11th house is in Aries, ruled by Mars. Mars sits in the 8th house. Mars has an 8th aspect on the Moon. Moon has a 7th aspect on the 9th house of Aquarius. Aquarius is a co-ruled Saturn sign. Mars sits in Saturn, sign of Capricorn. So this shows a connection between Moon and Mars in his chart for wealth accumulation. So as you can see, there can be many combinations for money and wealth within Vedic astrology. That concludes our session for today. I hope you enjoyed my high-level overview on money and wealth influences in a Vedic birth chart. If you enjoyed today's session, please like it It helps promote my video farther along YouTube so many more can view and benefit from it. Please share my channel with anyone you know who would have interest in these types of topics and Vedic astrology. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the family, and please make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Also, check out the community section in my channel, where I post uplifting quotes. I thank all of you for joining me today, and I will see all of you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.